where we need to move it towards, and the ins and the outs. But I opened it up by saying that my Sunday school lesson was about humility, and that we should understand the difference between pride and to be proud and to have pridefulness. And we should be proud of this community. We should be proud of this college. But we shouldn't be prideful in ourselves to have disgruntled meetings to limit the access of education to children in this community. And so I have already reached out to Superintendent Hoffmeister to come and tour the Seminole High School and to tour this community and to meet business leaders and members of this community. I've also requested that the State Board of Education put together a 90-day plan of improvement and to require a 90-day plan of improvement from the State Board or from this Board of Education here in Seminole. It is time that we put our petty differences aside and that we make a stride for the kids today. The kids that are going to graduate from high school in Seminole, they're always going to remember that they graduated from a grocery store. And how are they going to want to return for economic development? How are they going to want to return to make a home? How are they going to want to return to make an investment in this community, into this college, and in their own high school, if the last memory they have is walking across the stage at a grocery store? We can all disagree, but when it comes to the future of our children and the future of our communities, we can no longer disagree. So you have the power. Many of you have exercised that power towards me. You've called, you've emailed, and I think that's what we have to do for this community locally. We have to call. We have to ask why. We have to put the hard questions and the point of these community members to our board members, to our people that are having a confrontation. We need to ask them why, and they need to be prepared today to answer that question. We try to prepare ourselves, and Chancellor Johnson has been in that situation and a lot further situation as far as a man of power, to have to answer a question of why. Not because you own property here, and not because you don't like that person there. It's because why do you not make the right choices for the advancement of our children today? And so that whether it's mediation, whether it is to bringing elected officials to this community, whether it's to showing up to anything in support, you ask me, we will be there. And I know that Representative Newell stands with me, and he's been at the majority of the meetings as well. This community cannot die. And when a high school dies, when the school system dies, the community will die. I can take you to plenty of places in Lincoln County where a school used to be there, it's not there. Now the community is not there. So again, we come today to talk about education. Education is not just college, it's just not career tech, it's just not K through 12, it's the whole learning experience. We are at the forefront of a lot of individuals out there right now that many of you probably know of that are in your family that are going to need to seek a new certificate, that are going to need to seek a new education because they're going to need a new job because of the oil industry. And so now is our time to show we are investing in education. This community, this campus, our Career Tech campus is investing in education to give the economic development that these communities desperately need. So thank you for coming today. The pictures were a little too much, Lana, so we'll dial those down next time. But again,